Yet again, we're back at Spirit Studios, and today, I've got to say, now people probably think I say this every time about how great the guests were, but hopefully you've just seen Chris, AKA Lindo Man. Mate, that was awesome. Now, I do say this a lot, it seems, but this was different than anything we've had before. It was magical.
Wow.
So
there we go.
For those people who haven't seen it yet,
I'll take that. There's my quote there. Magical. It's like when you put it, you know, that
it was magical.
When you see the Guardian review and then you got like magical in quotes.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of different acts on this, and I'm very proud of our ethos of not sticking to one total thing, and it's great. So tell us a little bit, for those people who don't know what you're about. Obviously, I've seen you play a few times on the Manchester music scene, like BLEEP, that kind of thing. So tell people what you're about and how you got here. So how did you get here?
Yeah, how we got I all started, you know, George's Marvelous Medicine.
Whoa, okay.
He was going back, I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Throwing things in a pot. No, I was just, I suppose my creative background, been doing music for like 20 odd years, got into DJing, turntablism, and then production, and I've come way full circle, getting into more traditional instruments and through being a music junkie and all that palaver. And so just working on different things, different styles and projects, and getting into different things, and so like an amalgam of that really. So
brilliant.
It's been a long road.
So I didn't know, but so you've been a turntablist before.
Yeah.
All right. So you know, you're answering my questions ahead of now, which is great, because I can hear there's I thoroughly enjoyed the performance, right? And it was really good. And you got saxophone, and we had Peter on vocals. Shout out to Peter as well.
And
what was his saxophone player guy? I forgot his name just there.
James, yeah.
So James and Peter.
James Harrison.
So great. I'm going to say a breath of fresh air, because, like I said, we've had different vibes, but it was so nice to have them in the studio and doing that. But you mentioned DJ, so it's there's an element of kind of recreating records and kind of composition.
Yeah, probably subconsciously or consciously a bit of both, because there was some different projects, from doing stuff for TV to working with other artists, and being into sample-based music, and then sort of consciously or subconsciously recreating sample-based music. I love, soul, jazz, funk, and reggae, and electronic, and all that kind of blends together, hopefully, and that's
very much. I was hearing cheeky dubstep with a bonobo vibe, and then a bit of
lines. I'm a sucker for the bass line and the bass, still bass,
really nice jazz as well, and So did you learn instruments first and then the turntable, the music production, or did it the other way around?
It was the other way around. It's totally the other way around. Like I said, I've come full circle, because I started out, like I said, a turntablist, and then it was more the appreciation for music. And I suppose that's some people, a lot of people, I suppose, start on traditional route if they play instruments, whereas it was the opposite for me. Like I said, it was the love for it, and then wanted to write my own music that has, sax, a brass section, or whatever, flute. So I was right, I want to learn it, and then kind of learn some instruments myself, and then kind of get other people to play stuff, and vocalists, and so.
Brilliant. So the piano that you played tonight, because I think you're the first person to play sort of live piano. We've had people play synth before.
Right.
And a little bit, we've had, go and check out the other stuff, because there's some keyboard action. But that was really nice. You were actually playing 88 key proper stage piano, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I suppose the keys are the main instrument that I play, I suppose. I'm like a concert pianist or anything like that, but, try and, play the composition that I made, essentially. It doesn't have to be a crazy jazz composition, improvisation. But yeah, I mean, I try and just do whatever works for the tune, I suppose. So it is nice to get the full-sized keyboard to play on. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's not my bread and butter, but of instruments, that's the one that I go to.
Right. So what did you have on stage, really? Because obviously we could hear beats that were coming from somewhere else, and then you were playing. Yeah. You played, am I right, flute, trumpet, and piano.
Yeah.
And vocals.
Yeah, little bits of vocals, yeah.
So, there's a lot going on,
So yeah, basically what I'm doing, I've got Ableton running, some tracks in the background. Some are more like a backing track, some are split up depending on the track. So I can kind of work it I had one track that was I was working like a dub controller, where you got a bit of reverb, dip things in and out, and I was adding the keys over the top. Other tracks had some of the tracks kind of together, and then I had like the brass section live, and you know, just whatever's kind of relevant for the track, for the production and for the live, for the live set that I put on basically. So. Good. So yeah, it's whatever's relevant, what I can play, whatever get other people to play, and yeah.
So and then talk us about the musicians you had with you tonight. Give them a spotlight. Shout out. We'll put your socials underneath there. Yeah. We'll make sure everyone gets a shout out on this, because it was like I said, I've seen you play before in BLEEP, and. Have you played with sax before? I think I've seen you play with sax before. I know.
Yeah, I have played with sax before. Yeah,
but not vocals, though.
No. I mean, I'm not a vocalist by any means.
Tell us a story. How did you meet Peter then?
Yeah, so Peter, his artist name is Lucas. We were actually at a jam in the library here a few months ago.
Central Library?
Yeah, there's a jam in the Central Library. It's a cool little place just to, I mean, you know, it's a nice free jam. You can come down and just express yourself. And so, yeah, we were just down there, and I was like, oof, this guy's got a great voice. And then got together and sang some music, and then we recorded some music, and then that's how it went.
Good. Well, if that's the first thing you do, I'd like to see what comes next.
Yeah,
so
hopefully.
Make sure you follow on the socials. So speaking of which, what is next for you then? Coming up?
Well, you know how it goes, the usual spiel. Like, I've got loads of things, man, that's just about to drop, and no, but I've got the Lindo Man thing. I'm sort of playing a few performances here and there as an instrumentalist, and yeah, basically local scene, building things up. Like I said, these are some new material that I've got working on. So yeah, I'll just be building towards getting it out there. Who knows, music video and all that bit. So yeah, just watch this space. I suppose socials are my
best way. Tell everyone best way. We want to check out more. Lindo Man.
Simple. Yeah, the Instagram. It's Lindo Man or Chris James Music or Lindo Man.
I will put them down there, and they'll get them.
Sweet,
they'll get them. They just got to make sure they watch up to this point. So if you've got here, well done. And then we'll share that with them.
Yeah.
But mate, that was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for doing this for us.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
And let's check out what he's doing. Go and check him out, Lindo Man. Check those. And if you haven't watched the set already, what are you doing? Come on.